I might have.
I mean, I can already do picks for next week. That's how good I am.
Oh.
I can do picks right now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I have my pom-pom. I have my pom-pom.
She has her pom-pom. I don't know if you can hear.
So does Dan.
I gotta take this off. Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 4 of Big Pick 4, the show where the NFL handicapping gurus, Big Danny D and Big Brian B, will give you the best 4 picks for this Sunday's NFL games, featuring 2 combined picks and 2 guaranteed picks. The Big D Danny guarantee and the Big B Brian guarantee. What's that, Mandy? What? Okay, go ahead.
I have a special announcement.
Go ahead.
It's, instead of Star being on my dad's head, we're going to have a fat cat. Yay!
Is it a fat cat?
Yeah. This is being edited out of the show.
And one more.
Oh, watch out.
What was your last comment?
I had one more other. One more other statement. I have a shout out to a former coworker. Miles Dumack is right now looking for work. If anybody's out there looking to hire an attorney, he is awful. If you really want a slacker who's a horrible attorney, Miles Dumack is available.
He just called Brian a douchebag all the time, which is probably right. But he's a good guy.
Dewey, Screw and Howe, are you looking for a new attorney?
Can't Scott Diamond pick him up on the rebound there?
I don't know.
No, I have a grudge against this guy.
I don't know. He's all right. I feel
just
bad
want to say, talking about last week's pick, I actually want to tell you there was a celebrity. One of our views last week was by a celebrity.
Yeah?
So then I come into the Big Pick 4 home office on Monday morning, and I have a voice message, an angry voice message on the machine.
I wish one of your guys had children so I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have.
Yeah, so we get our first celebrity viewer. He lays down big money in Vegas, and you guys go 1 for 3. Gonna have to do better than that. All right, so the only pick that was in the W column was our love train.
That's right.
Yeah, so we got on a love train and it paid off, but I tell you, those picks are going to, those spreads are going to get bigger. I mean, Vegas isn't stupid, as we've seen on the Texans spread this week already, right, Phil?
Yeah, it's 12. It's a little too high. I mean, they might win the game, but can't go 12.
Yeah, we stayed away from the love train this week.
Yeah, a little too high.
Yeah, I understand, and the Colts got MJD'd, right?
Yeah,
No,
they
they
did.
got
180 yards.
They got Cecil Shorts. That's what happened to him. That 80-yard run at the end of the game, they scored a touchdown, and no one decided to tackle him. That was pretty bad.
A lot of people lost their money on that San Fran game, too.
Yeah, that's right. That was tough.
We have a special guest.
I think you learned your lesson on the Redskins. Hopefully, we won't be seeing them on the, on the board.
No.
Wait, aren't they? They used to be your favorite team, right, Scott?
Right.
Round of applause for a special guest.
Yeah, that's
You are both gonna lose. Go to jail.
I like the big fat cat. That was funny.
What are they doing?
He's lost total control. He's lost total control.
okay. So
You've lost total control of the show, Scott.
okay, that's enough of the Mandy show. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Moving on from the debacle, which was Week 3 NFL Big Pick 4, to this week's Danny D Vag of the Week.
Well, there were many, many, many candidates once again for the Badge of the Week. I guess the runners-up were the replacement officials who did another bang-up job before they were canned this week. They were, I mean, that Seattle game, we all know about that. Then we have the Andy Reid and what he did, and that, you know, that speaks for itself, that debacle as well. But Bill Belichick gets the Badge of the Week this week for actually running down an official, start grabbing the guy after the game. You can't do that. I mean, the play is reviewable anyway, that field goal. They can't do anything about it. The NFL even admitted after the game that the technology does not exist to do a proper review of that kind of play. They just can't do it yet. Eventually someday they might, but not now. And he comes running out in the field like he's, you know, he ran a 40, like a 4.2 40 to get to this guy, and he starts grabbing him and shaking the guy. It's like, well, first of all, he's a replacement official. He doesn't know what he's doing anyway. And B, why are you running to grab him? What's he going to do after the game's over? So, I mean, that was just, I mean, he was complaining the whole game anyway. He was crying from the opening quarter. So that's why Bill Belichick gets the Badge of the Week this week. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right. All right, again, we're taking Cincinnati -1 at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is the lowest scoring team in the AFC. They've only scored 52 points. By the way, only Dallas and Eagles have scored less. A.J. Green is just a great talent. I mean, this guy is amazing, what he can do week after week on the field. Jacksonville is really no answer for him. Their offense and defense both stink. They're the bottom of the league in both categories. I know they won last week against Indianapolis. But Indianapolis isn't very good either. And unfortunately, they couldn't pull it out at home. But Cincinnati is a better team. I think they have some momentum now that after that win against Cleveland and the win against Washington on the road. They have the better quarterback. Andy Dalton is 10 times better than Blaine Gabbert, unlike what BKO calls him. Both defenses really aren't very good in this game. This could be kind of a high-scoring game, but the Cincinnati offense is light years ahead of the Jacksonville offense. They got lucky last week.
I like that tight end for Cincinnati, Gresham.
Yeah, Gresham, A.J. Green. They have a decent running game. They got what's his name, Ben Jarvis Green Ellis.
Yeah.
The quarterback is competent. For all those reasons, and because the spread's only one, I'm taking Cincinnati in that game.
So you're going to not learn your lesson from Week 3. You're going to go pick on the Jags again.
Yes. Well, this is only -1. Last week was a -3. And Jacksonville's actually a home dog instead of the away dog. And Cincinnati they're better than Indianapolis, and they're better than Jacksonville. I mean, they're a playoff team last year, and they should be again this season. You know, it's going to come down to the quarterback, and Andy Dalton's better than Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we've always said, no one will show up. The game will be blacked out locally, most likely. No fan base.
Point.
Yeah, they need to get out of there. They need to move to L.A.
They move to L.A. and become the what? The Los Angeles Jaguars?
Yeah,
Is that
whatever. They can change the name. I'm sure they can think of something.
All right, so there you have Week 1 combined pick. I just want to backtrack and say that the only highlight in terms of the current pick standings is your Big Dan at 2-1 on the Big D's. Brian's basically even on the Big B's, and overall we're have more losses than wins. So.
But we are beating Brenton.
Yeah, we are beating Brenton, who's 3-8,
Yeah.
or 3-9.
3-9.
Yeah, we're 4-7-1. Woohoo!
Wow, it is possible. Oh, that one push put you over the
Yeah.
top. Huh?
Yeah.
Now this guy
Wow.
has a $25 bet against us.
Fantastic. So moving on to the second combined pick from your gurus, presented by Big B Brian.
The second combined pick for Week 4 is going to be Arizona. They are -5.5 at home versus Miami. Take Arizona. I think they're going to cover. Arizona's 3-0. They're getting two of their better players back this week. They're getting Adrian Wilson, safety, and Todd Heap, tight end. They have the second fewest points allowed in the NFL. They're 10-2 in their last 12 games. They have the second most sacks in the NFL. They won their last 2 matchups versus Miami. And I also think we never talk about this that much, and I don't think many other experts bring this up. But I think special teams, if that could tilt a game, and I think Arizona has the special teams advantage with Patrick Peterson getting punts. And I wrote a few things down here about Miami, but basically it's just the fact that Miami's not a good team. They're 25th in total offense. So I just think it could be a low-scoring game because Arizona's offense isn't great either. But I think when you when you throw in the special teams, it could be a 16-10 game. But still, it's 6
Better
points.
hope it's 6.
Right. 16-10 still covers it.
Yeah,
Still covers
hopefully
the
it's
5.
like 20-10.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But no, special teams is a great point.
Yeah.
Patrick Peterson's one of the better special teams
He
players
had like
in the
what
league.
5 punt returns last year or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good.
I mean, his field position's a big thing, and they could get the ball on the 50-yard line.
And defense is important too because what's his name? Tannehill's in his first year. You know, and they can put a lot of pressure on
They have
him.
the second most sacks. They have 15 sacks, I think.
So then they might be able to have a field day with him.
Yeah. They blitz a lot. I think last week against the Eagles, they blitzed 52% of the time.
So a fairly high cover, currently at -5 and a hook. So not quite a 6-point cover, not over the big caution line there, and you know, Cardinals might be a love train too, before it's all said and done.
Maybe, but I think their schedule gets tougher though.
Yeah, they're got to play Seattle again. They're got to play San Francisco twice. We'll see. They have to play the Giants, I guess.
Yeah, the Giants and the Cowboys.
So we'll see how it goes. But hey, if they become a love train like Houston,
Yeah, Houston.
you know, you need to ride the love trains.
Yeah. Keep an eye on those spreads for Houston, man. If that 12 is just
Yeah, it's a good point Scott makes. So you know, the spreads could get larger as they continue to be good,
yeah.
and especially against their own division, which is horrible. So we have to see how it goes.
And Miami's no
So
good.
are the Cardinals the only undefeated team?
No,
No,
Houston.
Houston and Atlanta.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So hopefully the Dolphins won't be celebrating too early this season. We need some undefeated runs late into the season so we can jump on those picks.
Yeah, I don't see.
So there you have it, your 2 combined picks, the Bengalis and the Cards. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a word from your Big Pick 4, Week 4 sponsor. And we're back for the second half of the Big Pick 4 show, which features your guaranteed Bet Your Kids lunch money picks from your NFL handicapping gurus. Starting with the big Danny D guarantee. He's 2-1, folks.
All right.
No pressure.
My big D this week is San Diego -1 at Kansas City. I know Kansas City is coming off a big comeback victory against New Orleans, but every team that has beaten New Orleans so far this season has gone on to lose their next game pretty handily. Carolina got blown out. Who was the other one? They played week 1. Washington, they lost their next game. So that's a trend that hopefully continues here. Kansas City's defense is allowing 33 points a game. San Diego has big receivers. Both Malcolm Floyd and Robert Meacham are both over 6'3". And the Kansas City D-backs are small. Their main guy is Brandon Flowers, only 5'11". So they have a big height advantage over these guys. So they might struggle trying to cover all of San Diego's weapons. San Diego's won 2 of the last 3. And Kansas City is 3-7 in their last 10 games. And this is a low spread. It's only a 1-point spread. I think San Diego's really going to be able to move the ball against them. The Kansas City is certainly not Atlanta. Atlanta played really well last week and beat them, and Atlanta's beaten San Diego I think 6 in a row or something out in San Diego, something remarkable. But because San Diego has such an advantage offensively, and because Kansas City's defense stinks, I think San Diego will be able to win this game pretty easily and cover that spread. I know Jamal Charles went crazy and all that stuff, but San Diego's defense is really good.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be able to control him. Matt Castle's been no hero this year. Maybe they'll score some points, but they're not going to keep up with San Diego. Their receivers, as I said, should have a pretty good day. So for those reasons, I'm taking San Diego -1 over Kansas City.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
All right, so they've been crowned as the big Danny D guarantee for your Week 4 Sunday NFL picks. Now moving on to the show's founder.
Thank you.
Who is yet to post, who is trying to post a winning guarantee record for Week 4. He can go back into the guaranteed zone with this pick. So let's have it, Big B.
Gonna ride those Seattle Seahawks -2.5 at St. Louis. I think they're gonna cover the spread. 2.5 is a pretty low spread. I like them even if they winning by 3. They've allowed the fewest points in the NFL. Their defense is just very good. St. Louis, Steven Jackson might play, but even if he does, he's got a groin problem, so he's not going to be 100%. Seattle's offense is not very good. They don't really have many weapons on the outside receiver-wise. I just think they're not going to be able to score much at all against Seattle. I also see the St. Louis Rams are missing 2 of their starting offensive linemen. That's big. I mean, in the NFL, you watch games week to week. The teams that have the struggles up front are the ones that lose. I also have that the Seahawks were 6th in rush offense so far this year, Marshawn Lynch, and the Seattle Rams have the 20th against the run. So I can see ball control. I saw an interesting thing that I pointed this out to Dan, that Seahawks have the fewest passing attempts and the fewest passing yards. And I think that's because Pete Carroll's style is play defense and run the ball, control the game. And I just think that style for this week, especially indoors in a turf, on turf, I think is going to work. I think it could be a low-scoring game, but I see the Seahawks winning, something like 13-7 or something like that, 13-10. I see a low-scoring game.
True, but you know why I think they have more passing yards? Because the receivers really aren't that great. I mean, they do what they can. But I think if they're better receivers, it might be a little more aggressive.
Also a rookie quarterback.
And a rookie quarterback, too, sure. But I think they have a couple a better guy outside.
Marshawn Lynch is a beast.
Sure, I understand. But I think they would be a little more aggressive if they had better guys. But it's working so far, and they got lucky last week. That's been detailed already in the show.
You know what? They did get lucky, but they held Aaron Rodgers like 220 yards passing.
Their defensive line was
8
nuts
sacks
last week.
Yeah. And especially when you have 2 offensive linemen out for the Rams, they could
Definitely.
have 6 or 7 sacks.
Oh yeah,
A
I
lot of
think
pressure on
that's really-
Bradford.
I think that was good analysis. The Rams offensive line could really struggle to protect Bradford because the pressure Seattle can bring with the front four is pretty incredible.
Yeah. So there it is.
So there you have it, taking Seattle off of their dominant win this week. He sees that the way they manhandled the Packers, there's no stopping them. There ain't no stopping them now.
Hey, Scott, you're not supposed to make fun of our picks. You're supposed to be like, yeah, good pick. Sarcasm's not supposed to be. That's not supposed to help our picks.
All right, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I agree.
Brotherly love.
That's your call. It's a judgment call. Just be mindful of it. That's all.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Big Pick 4's Week 4 man violation presented by Big B. Let's have it.
My Week 4 man violation is Dan Keisman. No, I'm only kidding. No, my Week 4 man violation is any man who voluntarily participates in a Renaissance fair, either be it dresses up in any kind of suit, fencer, dances jouster. I still think it's gay. Jester. If you're dressing up in a costume for that time period, and I also just as a caveat though, if you are participating to get laid, that's all right. If your end goal, your girlfriend makes you participate, we'll allow that. That's an exception. But yeah, if you voluntarily participate, that is a man violation. And a woman repellent, a definite chick repellent.
I guess, but I just got one question. Why is being gay a bad thing?
Well, you really, after 2 years, you want to bring this? It's just part of the man violation. I am not going. I'm saying if you're gay, it's okay to do these things. I'm just saying if you're heterosexual male, it's not okay. It's a man violation. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. Thanks for making this political, Dan.
Hey, I didn't do anything. You made gay a negative remark.
Hey, I didn't start man violations. Actually, I think I credited Anthony Gargano when I first started doing them.
Yeah, but he doesn't make fun of gay people.
I don't make fun of. Listen, if you're gay and do these things, it's okay. It's not a man violation.
Well, yeah, because you're not. If you're a homosexual going to the Renaissance Fair, you're getting more in touch with your feminine side, which is perfectly acceptable.
Exactly.
That's just the lifestyle he chooses. Not putting down at all. It's just that.
Scott.
I don't think it's a violation if you take your kid to a Renaissance fair. If your kid wants to go, I don't think it's a violation either.
It's not a violation to be a jouster, unless you're a homosexual jouster. No, but that's what I don't get, It's not taboo to make fun of homosexuals. It's not taboo to make fun of heterosexuals. It's all in good fun.
So
yeah, it's all good.
And I want to say to Dan. Dan takes abuse because he's Jewish. I take abuse because I'm Irish, and for many other reasons because I'm fat and bald. A lot of reasons. We all take abuse on this show. And why can't the gays take a little abuse? That's all. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Although there was the time that Brian and I inadvertently walked into a gay
and my
cowboy
brother wanted
bar.
to stay.
I was like, be cool. There's a girl on the dance floor. I'm like, be cool, don't overreact, And then we went up to the upstairs bar. As soon as we go upstairs, it's like a sausage factory. There's no females. There's a bare-assed poster of a man on the wall.
Naked.
And we both looked at each other and we were like, let's get out of here. And as we're leaving, the guy running the door, the cover at the door, he's like, where are you going? I'm like, we're not good dancers.
Yeah.
You should have just seen the panic on Brian's face when we went upstairs.
Wish I could have seen that.
That was priceless. That was priceless.
I'm sure.
That was funny though.
All right. Yeah. So let's have our week 4 recap for a big pick 4.
Yeah.
So I'll do the read off. You've got your looking at quickly 3 away teams, all favorites, 1 home team, big cover on the cards, and your comments, gurus.
I guess the only comment is not riding the love train this week, staying away from that -12 cover of Houston.
Where's your sheet?
Anything you got?
Yeah, I think the Seattle line is wrong. You have it at 3. It's 2.5.
Don't fuck us again, Scott.
No, I was watching. I had the odds. I literally clicked off of it right before we started the show.
But if that was the case, then you would argue with me when I said 2.5, because I said 2.5. You would have said 3.
No, I didn't hear you say 2.5. What are we talking about? Yeah, the Pinnacle. We're talking about the Seattle line?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pinnacle line on Seattle's -3. That's the line.
I guess I'm stuck now.
All right, I guess you're stuck now. All right, so it's 3. Went up. It was 2.5 earlier today.
All right, so yeah.
Good call.
Look, that's going to be a close game. So that 3. Wait a minute though. You're picking Seattle as a favorite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The opener. Yeah, the opener was 2.5, and now it moved to 3.
When did it move to 3 though? Before the show started, or?
No, it's just the opener. The first opener of the week was 2.5.
Yeah, but
And now here we are at Friday, and it's 3.
As of when we were downstairs, when Dan was on the computer, what, like 2 hours ago? It was 2.5.
I didn't check that.
Well, I checked on my phone.
Oh, okay.
When I was on Sports Center about 2 hours ago, hour and a half ago, it was 2.5 still.
No, the Pinnacle line right now. It's been the Pinnacle line has been 3 since 12:39 p.m. today. That's when it moved.
Yeah, I checked.
12:39 p.m. today.
I got my line at 6:30 in the morning. That's why I had 2.5.
Right. Yeah. I mean, come on now. It moved at 12:39 p.m. It's not like it moved during the show.
Yeah.
All right, well,
that was like at lunchtime today. The line moved by a half.
He's right.
I got to stick with the pick because
Yeah,
it's already in
stick
the
with the pick.
past. But I just want to throw a little alert out there. Beep, beep, beep. There could be a push. All right?
All right, so Brian is now jumping on the love train, the 12-point cover for the Texans, folks. Hope you enjoy that bet. Brian's actually picking the Cleveland Browns on Thursday night. That's his guarantee.
Yeah, if he picks him to lose every game. Go Brandon Weeden. He's 40 and he's your quarterback.
So, yes, so...
I mean, I'm not gonna change my pick. I'm just saying it could be a push.
Well, grab, reach down, grab your balls and make the pick. Are they going to win at a -3?
Yes.
Yeah, I just did it just in case. I'm allowed to do it just in case. It could be a push. That's all I'm saying. What's wrong with saying that? I still got balls. Hey, ladies, all you ladies out there, if you want to come to my house, I live in Collingswood, New Jersey, and you can check to see if I have balls, but you have to be under 120 pounds.
And you can just ask this guy who was at this gay bar who pinched Brian's ass. He knows all about Brian's balls. And that really happened.
Dan's jealous. That's why he keeps bringing it up, because Dan is jealous.
No, not quite.
I thought you were going to say something else. You're like, that's because Dan is jealous. No. I thought this was like the coming out party or something.
Is that why? Dan, is that why you have your Barbra Streisand CD?
Yeah, and the what's her name? The best of Judy Garland too.
He watches the Yentl the Yentl movie when Barbara Streisand is dressed up as a boy?
So you must have watched this movie since you
I
know that.
This guy,
I love that movie.
he has
Yeah,
all the lines.
Don't ask me what it's about.
He's got all the
You
lines.
got the
memorized.
enhanced version.
Yeah, with the alternate ending.
I've never seen this movie. How's
I
it
never
end?
even heard of it.
I know.
So as always, do not bet on jousting at the Ren Fair because it is fixed. You're much better off betting on the Gurus Week 4 Big Pick 4 NFL Sunday picks being your Bengals, your Cards, your Chargers, and your Seahawks, your dominant Seahawks. And as always, place your bets and
Score with Big Pick 4.
score.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Got it set up now. Yeah, we now need to start working on getting guests or something.